Hi, I'm Alana,
And I'm Monica.
and together we are Campster. Campster makes it easy for busy parents to find and plan school break camps. As you'll hear in this presentation, we are seeking funds to quickly scale and market our product to benefit thousands of Denver metro families.
Alana and I are business leaders with combined over 30 years experience solving multi-million dollar problems for corporations. But we're at a point in our career where we're committed to investing back into our community with our expertise. I also happen to be a mom trying to raise good people, but often the world makes parenting hard, which is why we created Campster. Because one especially painful part of parenting is the amount of time spent doing things for our kids instead of with our kids. This includes time spent finding and planning school break camps. So, as a working parent, I have to find programming for my kiddo for the 100 days of the year that school is not in session. This is the current state of that process. So, picture any parent you know and love, and the glow of our laptop on our faces at night, and our emotions falling as we're defeated by the lack of useful information. And our hearts sink knowing this is going to happen with the reliability of lost water bottles and lice outbreaks every single year. And for those of us who can't afford camps, our hearts also sink because we forego quality camps altogether. And data shows that kids who miss out on summer camps accelerate their summer slide and the educational and achievement gaps that follow. So I hoped this wasn't just me. I started reading family Facebook groups, talking to parents at birthday parties and soccer games, and it turns out I'm not alone. 60,000 Denver families send their kids to camp, and 15,000 of them spend several $1,000s a pop. That adds up. We wanted to know more about these families, so we've surveyed and interviewed hundreds of parents across a dozen school districts. After many heavy sighs, the ask is clear. When it comes time to search for camps, I need to quickly find a match and feel prepared so I can meet my family's school break needs.
And that's exactly what we provide in our Camp Finder product. We offer a consolidated database with over 400 camps. You simply go onto our website, subscribe to the database, but you don't get overwhelmed with all the results. You easily filter to the camps that are relevant to you. And a portion of each purchase goes to our nonprofit partner Reschool to fund camp scholarships for community members in need. Let me walk you through an example of how this works. So here's a customer looking for a camp for her 5-year-old for a specific week near where she works as a nurse. She goes onto our site, filters to identify camps appropriate to her daughter's age, interests, dates, and preferred location. And in the same amount of time it takes for her to wait for her kid at the dentist, she has a list of camps that meets her need and the information to go and book them. Parents report this process can often take weeks or months. So, what's the impact of this? Well, we replace your late night anxiety with feeling like a rock star parent. You're spending less time stressing about schedules and more time being present with your kids. And the best part? While you're finding the perfect camp for your kid and getting their heads away from those screens, your subscription helps another Denver family send their kid to camp too. It's parenting made easier and a win for the whole community. But if we've taken this dreaded process and made it faster and easier, hasn't someone done this already?
Kind of. So we've identified 7 unfair advantages that we have over our competitors, but our top one is that our business model was born out of studying the ways competitors underserve Denver families. Most other camp finding websites focus on ad revenue or charging camps. That doesn't work in Denver's market dynamics, where demand exceeds supply, and also where the social impact resonates with many target customers. Our solution instead solves parents' pain points directly. They pay the tiered subscription or fee between $30 to $90 a year, which is similar to other apps that organize families, and it's always free for the camps to update their information. Our activities and costs are low because a data aggregator with a self-serve digital solution is extremely scalable. As you've already heard, we built this business to be impactful, so we donate a portion of our revenue to Reschool, who provides those camp scholarships to Denver families. In fact, in our very first month, we tested our pricing by asking customers to donate to them in an amount that reflects their willingness to pay. We know this business model works because in our first 6 months, we've hit our milestones, built the business, the product tiers, tested the MVP, and acquired our first few paying customers. This was done with a lot of awesome in-kind support, such as a preliminary set of camp data, our web app designer who's donated many development hours, and about $10,000 of our own funds. In year 2, we're going to accelerate to hit our cash flow break even. Here's how. This heat map shows spending data for working parents in 16 zip codes and 62 schools. The school year creates this highly seasonal sales cycle because the majority of parents begin registering for those 10 weeks of summer camp in January. While we've enjoyed some success directly replying to camp queries in over a dozen neighborhood Facebook groups, and with a 60 to 70% open rate on our email campaigns, over the next 3 months, we're going to accelerate that by adding multi-channel marketing. We'll also include school newsletter placement and promotions, search engine optimization, and a web redesign. And if we assume only a 3% conversion rate on those leads, we'll still hit our goal.
So, what's our ask for you today? Well, Monica and I, we've been a lean, mean, scrappy team thus far. We've been out on those streets with flyers at family-focused public events, and we've handcrafted our list of over 200 target emails. But we need additional resources to scale in year 2 ahead of that summer rush to move us from scrappy to professional. We're laser focused on product and marketing. We need help automating our database and creating a better user interface with a web scraper. And secondly, we need a marketing expert to help us with our multi-channel marketing campaign to quickly reach our target market. With under $45,000 investment, we'll be able to break even in only 2 years. As you can see in this graph, we've flattened the cost curve by automating our solution with that web scraper and UI developer. By year 3, we can focus on our profit and customer retention with new products as our customers' kids age. By year 4, we will grow to $400,000 worth of revenue through generating new revenue streams. This means we can serve more kids, both through our customer base and through the scholarships we reinvest in through our nonprofit partner.
It's not every day that you get to have a win-win, and hopefully you're realizing the same thing we did after hearing from families, of which there are tens of thousands, that go through this painful process of finding school break camps. So please help us scale a social enterprise solution here in Denver, one that solves the transactional angst, but also impacts the societal issue. And if you or someone you love is a parent who needs this, check out campster.kids.